Looks like Lake just went for a hole. It closed up, and he had to get on the brakes and spin the car.
Yep. Didn't hit anything. Just spun her around.
All right. Pace car ducks off the track once again. We're ready for a restart. Again, the top 5 are Martin, Wallace, Rudd, Strickland, and Cope. Green out.
Rusty Wallace gave Martin a little boot just at the start-finish line. Because under NASCAR rules, Rusty Wallace legally could not pass him until he got to the start-finish line. So he wisely stayed back there, but gave him a little boot.
Rick Wilson taking his car behind the wall as we watch the car going to turn 1.
Looking to the inside of Martin, unable to pass. Passing, as we've indicated, very difficult on this racetrack that is basically one groove. Normally, as we go ahead in the race, the groove moves up a little bit, allowing side-by-side passing, but not at this point.
There we see Hud Strickland, the 4th car in line, the McDonald's Ford. A good call for, let's give a call for him because one of his better runs this year.
Yeah, remember, he ran strong at Martinsville early in the year and led a lot of laps up there.
And Dale Earnhardt is passing cars right and left. You saw him pass Bobby Labonte. And I believe he's up to 13th position already. Earnhardt is 13th, started 19th.
And Kyle Petty started 20th. He's up to 12th. He is right in front of Dale Earnhardt. That will be the next car that Earnhardt has to catch. There we see Kyle Petty following along behind Harry Gant.
Jeff Gordon passes Derry Cope. A nice move by Jeff in turn number 4, and now Cope is hung on the outside.
Yep, he's hung on the outside, and the train is going to go by. He's trying to get to the bottom.
Brett Bodine is there, however, to bump him out of the way.
Bodine went down, caught the apron with his left front tire, almost spun up into.
And now Cope does get to the inside.
Jimmy Hensley right there and all of that banging around. A little bit of an emotional favorite here as they came back to Bristol. That was the Alan Kowicki home team as Brett Bodine now makes the pass.
And so does Hensley.
In the Family Channel Ford. Now Cope trying to get to the inside.
But Morgan Shepherd this time will block his entrance to the low line.
Meanwhile, Kyle Petty, I said he was in front of Dale Earnhardt. That's no longer the situation because we can see that Earnhardt has gotten by in contact between Harry Gant and Cope.
Cope's just getting booted out of the way, it appears. Oh, and a big crash down in turn 1. Several cars involved. Bobby Hamilton, Darrell Waltrip, Jimmy Spencer. Terry Labonte is badly damaged. So is Sterling Marlin.
Wow.
There's the damage on Ken Schrader's Kodiak Chevrolet. And Darrell Waltrip, the defending champion of this race, and his fans were hoping that he could turn his season around as he got back to the short tracks. Now, we mentioned earlier how this can take points away from you and even a championship, and boy, we have seen the action already as 3 cars are badly damaged at the bottom of turn 2.
And it looked like that the 22 car of Bobby Labonte, no, that's not
Marlin.
That's the Bobby Hamilton car.
Yeah, the 20 car.
Dick Moroso's car, the Phena Loop car, went in the corner and just car went around all of a sudden.
He could have been touched by Sterling Marlin, who was right behind him. But Dale Jarrett, and look, now Spencer got up on 2 wheels. Now watch the cars that come through here escaping damage.
There's Phil Parsons and Dale Jarrett way down on the inside. They both get through without, they might have touched a couple of cars, but there you see Jarrett going on by the 25 car of Ken Schrader.
Marlin, Labonte, and Spencer badly damaged. And there's the number 20 car also of Bobby Hamilton at the bottom of your screen. Now Schrader has been able to drive back to the pit area. He is behind the wall, and they've gone to work trying to get the sheet metal pounded out so he can get back into the race. ESPN Speed World tonight at Bristol International Raceway in Tennessee for the NASCAR Winston Cup Bud 500. There's the badly damaged car of Jimmy Spencer. Jerry Punch is with him.
And Jimmy has climbed out. They're still working on the accident behind us. Jimmy, first of all, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Jerry. You know, when stuff happens at Bristol, it happens quick, you know, and 2 cars got together up there in front of Sterling, me, and a whole bunch of the other guys, and, you know, I got into Terry. There's nothing that anybody could really do, I guess, just a racing accident.
No way to avoid it. We saw Sterling come by. He seems to be okay. Any idea about the other drivers? Everyone seemed to be able to climb out.
Yeah, there's nobody got hurt in that accident, you know, not that I know of. But, you know, it's one of them deals that the guys aren't as fast as the other guys, and it's a real tight racetrack, and I love this place, but it ain't been kind to me. I got to wait till next year.
Jimmy Spencer obviously disappointed. Let's check in with John Curtin, who's standing by with Ken Schrader. John?
Jerry Kinney is sitting inside his car as the crew works. Kenny, I guess it's just one of those things that can happen in Bristol. If it happens in front of you, you don't have much choice.
I don't know what happened for sure. They all started crashing, and I thought we hit some fluid or something. This thing wouldn't even start to turn, you know, and couldn't slow down real good either. They just said Daryl said somebody dropped something too, but don't make any difference. We're tore up.
They are going to continue to work on the car. It looks like they're going to have to replace the radiator. They're going to have a lot of work to do as the front end. The nose has been pushed all the way back. They had to replace the fan belts, and a lot of work, especially on that right front A-frame.
A lot of damage on at least the front end of that Chevrolet aluminum. We mentioned sheet metal and how they're trying to pound it out, but indeed a different kind of composition for many parts of the car. Here is a track fact.
The majority of a Winston Cup race car is still sheet metal. But in recent years, many teams have gone to the preformed noses and rear ends that were first fiberglass and now Kevlar. Now, Jeffrey Baker joins us from TriStar Motorsports. Jeff, on race day, we look in your pits, and behind the wall, we'll see an entire Kevlar nose piece or rear end. What's the advantage of having Kevlar?
Well, Jerry, in the unforeseen circumstance where you have an accident out on the racetrack, these Kevlar noses hold up better than the materials that we've been able to use in the past. Time is of essence in the pits in order to get that car back out on the racetrack to do the best possible job we can as a team. And if we've got a nose that'll hold up, we can work on the other areas and get the car back out on the racetrack.
So not only the resilience of a Kevlar nose, but also a safety factor. In the old days with sheet metal and sharp bumpers, with a little fender bender in the race, you had sharp debris, metal on the track. No longer the case here in the 90s with Kevlar fiber.
What we had here was a little more than a fender bender. 6 cars were involved in that crash, including Darrell Waltrip, Jimmy Spencer, Ken Schrader, and others. And now a lot of work is to be done by some of the crews to get their drivers back out there in competition. We're live at Bristol International Raceway in Tennessee, and we'll be right back. The Bud 500 is under caution here at Bristol International Raceway. Jerry Punch is with another one of the drivers involved in the incident.
Columbia, Tennessee, Sterling Marlin currently 12th in the points. And Sterling, you climbed out of the car. They're trying to fix it. First of all, what happened up there?
I run the back of Bob Hampton. I don't know if, you know, he saw something that I didn't. If somebody got together in front of him and looked like he checked up, or somebody checked up in front of him early, and I saw it, but I must have caught him by 6 inches over here on the right rear. I tried to miss him and barely hung him in the right rear and turned him around. And you hated how my car was running awful good, and just hated to where everybody's cars up. Just typical Bristol deal.
Typical Bristol deal. That sums it up. Sterling's going to try to get back in. Let's check in with John Curtin, who's standing by with Darrell Waltrip.
Well, Jerry, you can see the front of Darrell's car. It's been shortened considerably. The team's got a lot of work to do right now. And Darrell, I guess this racetrack, things happen in front of you. There's not a whole lot you can do, is there?
No, somebody was losing some fluid, and I just called Barry and said, I got to get here somewhere. There's somebody losing fluid in front of me, and I'm going to back up and get out of danger. And I didn't get back fast enough. I saw something going on, but there wasn't anything I could do about it. It's bad for the Western Auto team. The car was great. It would have been an easy win for us, but wasn't meant to be. So just praise the Lord that I'm all right, and I'll have at it again next week.
Yeah, but what about the explaining you're going to have to do to your car owner? I mean, you know, it looks torn up pretty bad. Your car owner's going to be pretty mad.
I'll put me a while acoustic in here. I've heard them all this year.
Enough said, guys.
All you have to do is just give him a line, and Darrell goes with it, doesn't he? This is a big racing weekend here on ESPN. Wake up tomorrow, have breakfast at Top 10. Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Hut Strickland, and Jeff Gordon. 6 through 10. Jeff Bodine, Brett Bodine, Jimmy Hensley, Morgan Shepherd, and Harry Gaines. Back at Bristol, the Bud 500, 2 laps have been completed under green. It's still Mark Martin being chased by Rusty Wallace. Then a little bit of racetrack back to the 3rd place. Ricky Rudd, 4th is Strickland, and 5th is Jeff Gordon.
Tell you what, Rusty is really racing tonight. His car is very, Very good. Well, Martin Martins is as well.